big breaking news of the day is that the Blazers have found their new owner, Tom Dundon. Who the hell is Tom Dundon? Let me tell you. He is the current owner of the Carolina Hurricanes in the NHL. I was reading through a listener sent in a suggestion. It's a great piece on Dundon on the Sports Business Journal. What's wrong? Oh,
sorry,
was it something I said? Okay.
No, it's.
I was like, did I say something stupid there? Did I mess something up? All right.
That's my bad. The mic should have been off when I
shut up over there. Yeah, in the Sports Business Journal piece, it talked about, so he bought the Hurricanes in 2018, and I remember this being a thing. I just didn't pay that close attention to it because I didn't know that I needed to know about the owner of the Carolina Hurricanes. But at the time, they were in a very similar spot to where the Blazers are right now, of an older arena. What are we going to do? Are they going to leave town? Passionate fan base. Very, very similar vibe when he took over. And after all of that, he secured their future there primarily because of the fan base and the city and the relationship that they had, extended their lease until 2044 in Raleigh. And he's also redeveloping all the land around PNC Arena to turn it into a transformative mixed-use development. And by most estimates, the value of the Hurricanes has more than doubled since he bought the team in 2018. So he has invested a ton of money. He's building up the area, and I'm like, that sounds kind of familiar.
So what did he describe the area around the arena as?
He didn't.
But what is he trying to build up? It's called a
transformative mixed-use development.
What are we hoping they do around the Moda?
Transformative mixed-use development.
Look, the other guy attached, it needs to not be overlooked because Dundon is the bigger name today.
Yeah.
He had the quote to Sportico. It's being reported by Shams Charania. There's a Portland-based guy here, and I saw this from Gundy. That guy's wife is running the Oregon Health authority or whatever. So
there are strong roots here locally.
Very strong roots. This guy has no history of wanting to move teams. He's Dallas-based. He jumps on a private bird and flies anywhere he goes. You had a fun anecdote that he is such a sicko and wants to win so badly, he won't attend Hurricane games at home because he's afraid of watching them lose.
Yeah, there was a staffer who entered the box one night, and a visiting reporter was told by the team staffer, don't talk to him while the game is on because he's that intensive a guy.
He's insanely into it.
And he loves owning the Hurricanes, but he doesn't like going to games because he said, quote, the chance you might lose, and it just essentially it tears him up seeing it in person.
I am Tom Dundon if I'm ever an owner. I don't like going to games because I don't want to watch him lose.
Yes.
I got this one from Travis Hancock. He is a radio host on the morning show in Charlotte, WFNZ. We've had him on before. I asked him, hey, super random, just what are your thoughts on Dundon as a Hurricanes owner? He says, no problem. They've made the playoffs every year he's been the owner. Canes have been one of the more consistent and well-run teams in sports in general under his watch. He's kept the same coach the whole way through. He's a very patient person. The negative on the resume, because today you're going to hear a lot of positives. There's going to be audio and, hey, look what he did with the Hurricanes and this and that, and that's great. He says the only negative I can give you on the resume of Tom Dundon, he was the one who put the Alliance of American Football into bankruptcy, so his venture there to something different was a failure. He got sued for $184 million.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's the only negative that he gave me. Other than that, fans, players, coaches, team employees rant and rave about this guy, about how good of a sports owner he's been. He tried something different. It didn't work.
I mean, there obviously seems to be deep pockets around him. I think the biggest thing that I wanted in an owner was somebody who I never questioned their passion and overall direction of what they wanted to accomplish. Like we talked about in the first hour of the show, Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones has almost become a caricature of himself.
Yes.
It doesn't winning doesn't matter. He's a business. He loves the attention. He loves being a soap opera. The on-the-field success stuff is an afterthought for him at this point because he cares about Netflix documentaries and acting and shows and doing interviews and being a headline. Like, that's what he cares about. I never knew that was the North Star end-all, be-all for Jody Allen, primarily because we didn't know how long she was going to own the team for. We knew eventually she was going to have to sell. It just was this weird gray area. We're in this purgatory of not knowing what the long-term vision was going to be. And so that was the biggest thing that I wanted. You want somebody with deep pockets. You're going to have deep pockets if you can buy an NBA team, and there's a lot of money around him in this case. The little anecdotes about how competitive he is and how much he wants to win are the biggest selling points for me of that's all I needed to see. And then it's hilarious, the synergy between what the Hurricanes went through and having to redevelop the area around their stadium and extend their lease and recommit to the city and all of that. and the fact that he just went through this in another sport with another city, and now he's going to have to face the same exact battle here, which is a dream we've had for how many years, to have a district area around the Moda Center where you're not just going to one restaurant or one bar that they're jacking up the prices for $13 cocktails, and there's actually something to be able to do when you go to an event down there.
So is that currently the area around the Hurricanes? Is that underway, or is he still pushing for it?
It says in this article, let me refine where that was.
Yeah.
This is what it says. And after long being the subject of relocation rumors, the team has a more secure future in Raleigh than ever. Last August, this was written last summer, by the way, so this would have been 2023.
Okay.
Dundon reached a deal to extend the team's lease through 2044 and redevelop the land around PNC. So I don't know how far along they are, but they reached an agreement 2 years ago to redevelop the land around it into a transformative mixed-use development. And it's not wrong to say that since he bought the team in 2018, he's not the one that moved them from Hartford down to Raleigh. He bought it from the guy that moved the team down to Raleigh.
Yeah.
They have doubled in value. Now, part of that is the NHL just growing in popularity.
I think that kind of happens in all sports, really.
They go up. It's like buying a house for the most part. The value is just going to keep going up and up and up if you're in the right neighborhood.
Yep.
But I think also part of it is the success of the team, which he's had a direct hand in because of his passion and his desire to win and all of that. And then if you did fix up the area around the arena, that does make the value of your franchise more attractive. So
this is great. This is a great day.
News of the day, man.
I'll just say this, like, I have no idea if he's going to deliver a title. I don't want to get into that. It's kind of ridiculous, those kind of opinions. You have no idea. Sometimes it's luck, whatever. I would say in the hour we've known about this, minus the stat or story segment, all we've learned is that this dude's hyper-competitive, gives a lot of dams, is financially backed by multiple people. He's rich himself, but he has other deep pockets with him, a lot of roots that are Oregon-based, has no history of removing teams from cities and relocating. And, like, that's all I want. And also, if you build up that area, and I'm sure, again, I said this when we talked about the Seattle move, I'm sure the city and him are going to have real conversations about, hey, man, like, there's benefits to you as a city. What are you chipping in?
Yeah, how do you help us get this done?
You know, some people in our city are going to be like, no, never. And I'm going to be like,
would like to have that.
You know, if
It'd
he's
be cool.
covering this, what happens if you cover that?
I'll
like,
scratch your back, you scratch my back.
I'm sure that's going to happen. So I just think this is great. It's not somebody coming in with a poor track record. It's not somebody coming in with question marks. It's somebody that seems overly excited, has connections here, is already making it clear there's no intention of moving. That's all I want. That's all I want is somebody to chime in with I give a damn.
Yeah.
And I want to show you that I give a damn. And that's what it seems to be right now.
A couple of quick thoughts here at the Fan Text line, and then we'll kind of put a bow on this show and move on and send you off your way onto the firm of Harrison Meringue. Somebody said he's a Trump supporter with no ties to the Pacific Northwest. This will go over well. First counter to that is one.
We don't really care about that the way people think we do.
How many owners do you think are, like, what percentage of sports owners are Trump supporters?
Who's the most?
They're billionaires.
Who's the most woke owner in sports, though?
I mean, it probably was Mark Cuban at the time, but he's not an owner anymore.
He's not an owner no more.
And I wouldn't classify Mark Cuban as woke. So I just, the whole, like,
no
matter who is going to buy the damn team,
like,
they're going to be a Republican. So if that's a deal breaker for you, I don't know what to tell you.
Do Duck fans lose sleep over who Phil Knight donates
No, he wins a lot of games and he donates a lot of cool stuff. So it doesn't matter to me. Also, no ties to the Pacific Northwest. Do we got a lot of billionaires laying around here that I'm not aware of? Well, outside of the one that tried to buy the team a couple of years ago,
I'll say this,
and then was rebuffed. Like,
I just said it, so I don't know if that text came in after or before. There's other people in this group. It's not just a solo
one of
project.
them connected here locally.
And one of them is very connected here locally. So there's going to be more information that comes out about that.
The politics stuff, man, like, I get it. It's a very contentious time. I'm trying to separate these two. If you don't think that professional sports owners are Republicans, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. They're billionaires.
Tax
you know
breaks.
who largely gives them tax breaks?
Wow.
That party. You know what party wants to tax them more? The other party. You know who they vote for and who they give their money to? that part, like, that's the way the world works.
He also has no connection to
Not
Charlotte.
defending it, that's just the way it works.
He lives in Dallas, so like he
lives in Dallas, no ties to Raleigh, and he's
Yeah.
extended the lease and the agreement there in Raleigh. So people keep texting in about maybe we can get the Hurricanes out of this. You're not getting the Carolina Hurricanes out of this. I love the idea. The Carolina Hurricanes are not moving to Portland, Oregon, as much as I would love to see it. Now, will he allow them to play in the Moda Center again? Jody Allen didn't want to pay for ice at the Moda Center, and the Winterhawks owner said, I'll pay for the ice, and Jody Allen said, I'm not even going to return your phone call, so maybe that happens down the road. But they're also improving the VMC this offseason, so I don't know what the future plan is.
I'll retweet this with our show page at Dirt and Sprague. One of our listeners sent us the actual article from the News Observer over there, which is the paper of note. The area they're building up down there, badass.
Badass?
You can go find it at Dirt and Sprague. I'm retweeting the article right now.
Okay.